can't see me on your best day. Celebrate every day like it's my C-Day. You can't see me on your best day. Celebrate every day like it's my birthday. Young entrepreneur, hood philanthropist.
Welcome to another episode of West Coast Hot Shots. Today, we'll be covering working under someone else's authority. When I started, that's exactly how I started out, working up under somebody else's authority. I ended up meeting a friend in trucking school who we both had the same interest in hotshot car transport, and he told me he met somebody who had a lot of trailers and not enough trucks, and he was looking for guys with trucks that he could put to work, and he was going to be fair on the profit sharing. I was all in for it because in my mind I'm thinking, cool, I can get started now. I don't have to fork out thousands of dollars just to get started. It may cost a couple of thousand, but I'm not going to be way over my head with starting a trucking company from the ground up by myself, because that's a big task. So I was elated, and I went and bought a truck. And it was the wrong type of truck. It was a 2010 Dodge Ram 3500. It was a Laramie, but it had a mega cab, so it had a short bed. Well, they have a place in Utah that actually will put an 8-foot bed on a mega cab chassis. They will extend it, and they'll put the bed on, reinforce the chassis, do all of the right upgrades to make sure that it works properly, especially when you're hauling heavy like I am. But they wanted $7,000. Well, my mechanic of the time knew somebody who was a professional welder, and we did a 16-inch offset gooseneck ball in the bed of my truck. So that worked. And I started working for this guy. He had a 2-car hauler, gooseneck, Kaufman, that's the name of the trailer. And this was before they enforced it, the ELDs, the electric logging device. So, you were able to fudge and do what you needed to do to get where you needed to go. So I was basically just doing turnaround trips to California, just on the pretense that I had a certain number in my mind that I wanted to reach, and I was going after it. And it started off good, but in my experience, the guy I deal with, he wasn't an honest person. He had no integrity, and he was fudging the numbers as far as what he was actually getting, because he had certain, I wouldn't say accounts, but he had certain business relationships with certain dealerships, Dodge dealerships. So if they needed a Hellcat delivered somewhere by a certain time, they'll call John. He, on the return, will call me, and I'll get the vehicle there. So with time, I started noticing that I'm doing a lot of these runs, and for some reason, when it's time for me to get paid, the numbers just wasn't added up. And when it started like that, it continually started to be that way. It's like I can never get caught up on what was owed to me. And I found out that a lot of loads that were doing on his behalf, he was getting a lot more than he was telling me. So on the flip side, I know somebody who's up under somebody's authority, and he love it. He doesn't have to worry about nothing. So it's up to you. When you run up under somebody's authority, whether they're your friend, family, they're naturally going to want a percentage per load because you're up under their authority. So basically, they're responsible for anything that happens on your behalf. It reflects on their company. Okay? Period. You're just a driver. If you was to go to a company with your truck and they had trailers and they say, hey, we're looking for drivers with trucks, the first thing you will have to do is sign a contract saying that you're leasing your truck to that company. And you also can put the special conditions, whether your truck was going to draw a profit off of that company for them using your truck, or this is just the formalities you have to go through in order to work with this company with your truck. Once that's done, then you have to get added to the insurance. But your truck have to be signed to that company as a leased vehicle so they can add the insurance. Once that vehicle get added, then you can go get your commercial plates. These are all the steps you're going to have to take if you want to be up under somebody's authority. Some people, they charge you to add to the insurance, although it didn't cost them nothing to add you to the insurance, but they charge you. I've heard some companies, they charge the IFTA per week, insurance per week. Some companies, they'll charge you a percentage on wear and tear for using their trailer. Some, they take care of all the trailer maintenance, which I think is smart, because if you're a company, I would rather do my own trailer maintenance on my trailer so I know it was done the right way. Because there's a lot of places out here that do half-ass jobs on all equipment. So these are the things you have to keep in mind when you want to be up under somebody else's authority. 9 times out of 10, they're going to be dispatching you. So there's a trust level you're going to have with, is this person accurately quoting you what's being dispatched? Or can you just get the dispatch sheet? That way it's an open book with your relationship with this company while you're up under their authority. If they're not willing to do that, I wouldn't want to sign with them, because that means that they must be skimming off the top if they're not willing to be transparent to show you the dispatch sheet. So I think working up under somebody else's authority is less stressful, because you're not worrying about everything that an owner operator has to worry about. And I'm blessed to have a company that handles all the logistics for me, and they do a damn good job, to where all I have to worry about is loads and making sure my truck don't break down. I make sure that things are on point, and I call and check, and we have meetings to make sure that we all on the same page. But for the most part, I don't have to worry about those things, because they have companies out there that provide those type of services for truckers. But when you're working up under somebody else's authority, depends on how the contract is structured. My contract was structured where they paid the insurance, I paid my truck payment, the gas came out first, then whatever the profit was left, we do the 60-40 split. I had to pay for my own IFTA. Not a problem. Now, they have some companies where they charge for trailer rental, they charge for the dispatch, they charge for everything they do for you, they charge for it. So just weigh your options. And to start, just look at it as on-the-job training. I mean, it's a leap of faith you're about to take. You're about to invest some money. I don't know where you're going to take this money from, if you're blessed with it, or if you have to move some things around, take a second out on your house. I don't know. But I know this, being up under somebody else's authority just to get your feet wet and just to get some traction up under you is not a bad idea. Within 3 months, under 3 months, it depends on your drive and your ambition, you're going to be like, I got this. I don't need them no more. And you're going to be ready to move forward. Or some of you might say, this is cool. I like this. And keep pushing with them. Thank you for tuning in. Be looking out for the next episode.
I make success look so basic. I'm cruising in the mothership. Still got the paper plates fresh out the dealership. Got rings for my team championship. Lifetime membership. Re-up by the container ship. Stack the profit and penny pinch. Don't ask me for shit. Call me Scrooge, I'm grimy like the